One of the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Stanford ready to kick it away to start this game. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So SMU's offense will take the field first. And David, their quarterback hasn't always blown you away statistically, but he is a guy that the coaches trust.
Yeah, and he'll show you some flashes of why you should trust him, Reese. But here's the thing. This is not a guy that we're saying, go win me the football game. That's not where he's at right now in his career. Jesse, he's a guy that needs the others. They got to help him out. They got to play on schedule, not make those mistakes, and guys really play well around him.
Yeah, David, the one thing quarterbacks don't want to be referred to as is a game manager, but that's really more what this guy is. You're right. They have to be able to run the football. They can't turn it over. They got to play great defense. If they do that in this game, he's good enough to get this win.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Unloads to the wideout. He's got it. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He's got it. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
Well, the play fake on the RPO bought the receiver some time to work himself open on the route. That was a man-to-man coverage on the defense. Nice job by the receiver putting his foot in the ground and separating.
The Mustangs will snap it on 1st and 10. Trying to run, it's Dingle. Breaks into the open. Got enough space. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, SMU!
And they talked about it this week with us. They talked about wanting to start this football game fast. Nothing like taking the opening possession, using your script to your advantage, and then getting closer and exerting your physicality, running the football in, off to a hot start for this offense.
And no chance at a return. Here they'll start this drive at their own 25. So the Stanford Cardinal offense comes out, and they'll have it for the first time today. And Jesse, they've got a running back they'd love to feature in this if he is able to answer the challenge.
Yeah, and listen, this guy might not be a Heisman finalist, but he can break off long runs. And this defense, David, they better be ready. They better pack a lunch, show up today, and try to get hats to the football. Because if you come out here with your B game, he can run all over you.
And it's important for this offense, too, because they need to have balance on offense. They need the ground game to get going. He's capable. He's shown flashes. We just want to see it consistently.
The Cardinal can be aggressive here on 2nd and short.
Nice job by the QB, sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off, and slide. I love the slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
Gets it to the 46-yard line. 1st down for this offense.
And a great job by the offensive line. If you're going to run the ball right at the middle, you better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackles doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big gain.
Right back to the well. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field and see if they can use their speed to hurt this defense.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. The sure hands, it's Young. At the 35, he's loose. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark mark him down at the 31 and a big pickup on that one.
You got to give the O-line a lot of credit there because it gave the receiver time to work all the way across the field on the drag route against zone coverage. Quarterback gets it to him. He's able to turn it up and get a first down.
Got the first down and more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Stanford wants to push the pace. Looking downfield on first down. Flushed out of the pocket. And not much going on downfield. He'll just get rid of it and live to play another down.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throwaway.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Running behind those pads, he gets a couple before he stopped at the 18.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 11. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. It's 1st down from the 11. Motion from the wideout. He's got it on the right. Touchdown, Stanford! All that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score. Man, he didn't just put it on his numbers. If he were throwing it at a front porch, he would have put that right in the keyhole. What a precise pass.
Right in the keyhole, right on the button, right on the face mask, whatever it was. Great throw, great timing. Nice job by the quarterback.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. They'll start this drive going to the air. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands.
And I thought it was a good job by the quarterback really seeing the drag route start to come across the field, and he puts the ball pretty much on the money. And you got to make that play. You got to make those catches to get this offense in a rhythm, to stay ahead of schedule. Those are ones he doesn't drop very often.
Trying play action. Throws to the wideout. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Finds the tight end. He gets it out to the 28-yard line. Not enough to pick up the 1st down. And the Mustangs will bring the punt team onto the field. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. He'll field the punt and try to get some yardage. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. On that last drive, defense had no idea what was happening, run or pass, and it wound up in the end zone, Jesse.
Yeah, you saw the experience in this offense that last drive, too, on that touchdown. Everybody on the same page. These guys have repped these plays over and over in practice and in games, and it's working there.
Yeah, so I got to find a way to disrupt it. I got to find a way to maybe be more aggressive, maybe blitz, mess up this rhythm they got going.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
That'll be enough for a 1st down as he crosses the 50 and gets it to the 48.
Offenses that are great on 3rd downs, what do most of the time? They keep it in manageable situations where they're not predictable, not just dropping back to pass. They do it here on 3rd and short. They convert. This offense has been so efficient on 3rd downs all throughout this season.
Flushed out of the pocket. Got his man on the right. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line, just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here. This Stanford offense moving quickly down the field. He just couldn't hold his water long enough at the line of scrimmage. It'll be a penalty.
False start on offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. After the flag, 1st and 15 for this offense. Wide receiver comes in motion. They'll go to the air. Bring in the heat. On the run, fires downfield. He's got an open man. And they'll get enough for the first down, and that's how things will come to a close here in the first quarter. Absolutely nothing settled. Deadlocked after one period of play as we have a look at the stats. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keeping those vibes going here in the second quarter. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Cardinal!
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. On the move, it's Dingle. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there, they try to run the football on the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
To the air on 2nd down. Gonna let it fly. Makes a grab deep. Oh, a lot of space. Touchdown, Mustangs. And once he got away from the D, they had no shot in catching it. Extra point here will tie the game.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth, and I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every 3rd down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken.
Here's a quick throw out to the left. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds right around the 34-yard line, and now they've got a little something brewing. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. On the ground, it's Bray. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Going to swing it on 2nd down. Got it behind the line. It's Bray. They drag him down, but not before he's moved the chains, and the screen pass is effective. Lots of good stuff on that play. You slow down the rush, you get a completion, and you move the chains.
And most importantly, you're right. You don't force a short yardage situation that you have to get. Nice job. Invite that rush up the field. Take advantage of the aggressiveness of the defense. Make the catch, make the run, get the first down.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's got it again. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Handoff from the gun. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. The Cardinal will have to boot it away. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. Gets it out of there for the first time today, and didn't see much of him in that loss a week ago. Called on just once. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. They tied it with a touchdown the last time they had it, and trying to complement the defense's good work by taking the lead here. He'll start this drive firing. They're working that left side. Out across the 30 and out of bounds at the 33, and that's what you're looking for when you're backed up in your own territory. Line gets set, first down. Wants to throw on first down. Oh, they're after him. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
And we've already seen this movie early in this football game, and he already has a touchdown, and they're seeking him again. And there's a reason. He can run, right? Like, he's one of their go-to guys on the outside, and you can tell they're trying to use him early and often in this offense.
He's not afraid to go deep. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. It'll be 3rd and long. They just keep firing. And as he throws.
And that's a play on 3rd down. This offense just has to do a better job protecting their quarterback. Give them a split second more time to complete that throw, but they couldn't do it there.
Kick is in the air. Makes a nice grab at the 25. He gets a block. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Stanford has it back. Offense returning to the field. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
Makes the grab. It's Young. Good pick up, a little bit short of the sticks.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Stanford with a lot of options here on 2nd and short. The play action fake. The sweet feet buy a little time. It's complete. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the first down before he's dragged to the ground. Stanford quickly to the line.
And the offense showing off the short passing game, moving the sticks. Nice job, and look at them. They're right on the football, ready to capitalize on this momentum.
We'll take a quick break here. 2 minutes to play in the first half. It's 1st and 10 for this offense from the 42. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Trying to set up the screen. Looking for room at the 30. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line, just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here.
And they executed that running back screen to perfection. Quarterback held on to it. He let the rush get to him. Offensive lineman got out and in position, and the running back sold it too. Once he had the ball in his hands, he just had blockers and green field out in front of him. They pick up an explosive play on a running back screen.
And it's so hard to be on the run and make an accurate throw. It's just very tough. Very few people can do it. Again, we see the freaks and we see the highlights all the time, but that's a tough thing to do. He made it look pretty easy.
This defense might be reeling after those last two and now facing 1st and goal. New set of downs right on the doorstep for this offense. They'll move the wide receiver. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Picked up some of what they needed on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 5. Touch pass on the jet sweep. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And the offense, they don't choose to go downhill, be physical. They try to get it on the perimeter. Stay away from some of those defensive linemen, but you could tell DBs, linebackers, not scared. Nice job playing fast, trusting their eyes, and forcing a 3rd down.
Motion from the wide receiver. Wants to throw for it on 3rd and goal. Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Stanford! Quick strike through the air for the score.
This offense is really dangerous because of the weapons they have on the perimeter of the field. And you're seeing they go to these guys early, and they try to give them opportunities in one-on-one situations and vertically down the field. 2 passing touchdowns now early for this offense.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, a big-time top 25 duel. Let's get right to the pictures. Ole Miss has the lead right now, but they haven't been able to separate themselves just yet there in the Grove. They're up by a field goal over Georgia. Games like these just mean more in the SEC, and we'll circle back if anything big happens you should see.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Complete to the right. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line. Looking to throw on 1st down. Makes the catch. It's Roach. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
Give to the back. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down.
Well, they needed 2 yards for that 1st down. The running back doing just enough to make sure he keeps this drive alive.
Wide receiver going in motion. Looking to throw on 1st down. And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. And you could see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
Quickly to the tight end. Won't back down from anyone. Delivers the blow and gets it to the 29. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on 2nd down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks at a more manageable situation, and I'm not as predictable on a third down.
Well, the offense is in a really nice rhythm right now. It seems like no matter what they're dialing up, they're getting positive yards, and it just feels so good as a play caller when you know on first down you can get yards like that turning around and handing it off.
Yeah, and on the other side, you're scratching your head going, what the heck can I do here? You got to find something. The defense has got to find a way to create some momentum. Whatever they're doing right now, it's not working. So you got to keep going through that play sheet and maybe find something a little bit different that can give this offense something to think about.
The Mustangs will snap it on 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. He's got him. And they pick up just a few on that completion. One snap coming before they head to the locker room. Got to save every precious second, and the spike stops the clock. And it's 3rd down, but they're going to go ahead and try the field goal and try to get points before the break. The holder will spot it about 35 yards out. Never a doubt. That'll bring him to within 4. That late-in-the-half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. Here he comes from inside his own 5. They finally make the stop, but that one will make those halftime stats look a little nicer as we head to the break. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, after seeing that, sign me up for another 2 quarters there in Palo Alto.
And the Mustangs will kick it away to crank up the second half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. First play from scrimmage here in the second half, and they'll keep it on the ground. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking for a crease. It's Bray. Looking for room at the 40. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a 1st down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on 1st down. Quarterback needs to make a better throw there. Incomplete.
And last week was great for this young man. But, man, again, showing you he can do it at a high level. Just working the whole field, using different guys. He is absolutely on fire right now.
Motion from the wideout. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. Pickup of 5. It'll be 3rd down and 5.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
That is a good omen for this defense. They were getting lit up in the first half. They knew something had to change. So to set the tone like this early on their opening drive of the 3rd quarter and get a stop on 3rd, that should really help their confidence.
Stanford lines up to punt it away. They'll look to pin him deep. And you couldn't ask for much more than that. A perfectly placed punt pins them inside the 5. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. The Mustangs backed up deep in their own end, trying to create a little space on 1st down. They're going to open this drive with a pass. He lobs one high down the left side. Makes a grab for a big play. And it looked as if he might take that one all the way to the house. Just ran out of a little steam, and the defense finally got him.
And that's a 1st down for the offense.
They had this offense backed up. Now they have to be staggering. Can they deliver another punch on 1st and 10 from inside the 40? Looking downfield on 1st down. Snagged in the middle. It's Baker. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. The modest gain on the completion really shows why you want to run the zone. Make them execute and rally to the ball.
100%. Zone eyes on the quarterback. I see him throw the football, break on it, go make tackles, live to fight another down.
From the gun, running back gets to give. Runs through a tackle. They'll get him on the ground after a pickup of 3 to the 28.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
There he goes. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5.
What a big-time run for this offense. A physical run, getting down, almost scoring the touchdown.
Yeah, and considering how well they're running it right now, why wouldn't you just hand it off to this guy right here again?
And the Mustangs trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
Man, a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
And you know exactly what time it is when you get down here in the red zone. You got to be able to run the football, but when you got a back like this who punches the ball in the end zone consistently almost every single game, you are going to feed that.
Touchdown, SMU! They take the lead with the 6.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Stanford has it back, the Cardinal offense returning to the field. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more fit?
Oh, he's got some space. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
Out across the 45 and out of bounds at the 46-yard line. A big pickup here as they try to put together a scoring drive. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back.
False start on offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. After the shower of flags, it's 1st and 15 for this offense. Gets the back moving. He'll set up to throw. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. He'll try to take it back. Touchdown, Mustangs. How about this defense taking one back to the house?
Amazing job and awareness by that defensive lineman, locating the football, catching it, and then turning around and scoring. They may want to start using this guy on offense.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, here's a quick update on a top 15 clash today. Texas A&M is on top right now, but kind of fittingly for the First Lady of Aggie Land, Reveille, this has been a dogfight today. They're up by 11 over LSU. Just another week of SEC football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. Wide receiver comes in motion. The give to the back. Running into the open space. Turning it on. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
Love the play call on the RPO, and you're just really trusting this running back to be able to make a guy miss and then get into the second level. The offensive line did their job, gave him a crease, but that was the running back making that linebacker miss in the hole before getting north.
And the heat was all over him, and that's the way the third quarter will wrap up with a big sack. And talk about spreading the ball around, everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. So the final period starts with a second down play. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Nice job by the defense, seeing the run, pulling the trigger, getting downhill, and stopping the running back for no gain.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
And sometimes you see great shooters, and they get on fire, and they just can't miss. And that's what this QB looks like the last couple weeks, man. Just completion percentage through the roof, running the offense at an elite level. You can tell in complete control of this offense.
On fourth down, they'll pass for it. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. Stanford wants to push the pace.
And no messing around right now if you're on offense. This is the time where execution has got to be at a premium. You need to hit completions, David. They need some big plays.
And you just want to keep pressuring them and keep making them use the clock, give them the underneath stuff. And again, when they drive the football down the field, I just can't give up touchdowns. Field goal at this point is not going to hurt my defense.
Wants to fire on second down. Got it set up on the outside. He gets it past the first down marker, and a really nice job to set up that screen and move the sticks. They'll throw it from the red zone. Gets it out fast. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. First and goal, and a great opportunity to slice into this lead. Wants to keep it in the air. Here's a heat. Touchdown, Cardinal! And they take it in for 6 more points. Well, we wondered exactly where the momentum was, and it looks as if Uncle Mo might have switched sidelines and switched families.
Momentum is such a big thing. It's such a real part of college football, isn't it? And you can just feel that right now. It just felt a few minutes ago like this game was over, and all of a sudden, this team, they're believing in themselves. They've got some wind. They've got some hope. Their defense now needs to get the football back to keep that momentum going.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. Looking for a huge play. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on first down.
Well, on that last deep shot, it looked to me like the quarterback probably forced that ball into coverage. But can you really blame him, guys? I mean, these two have already hooked up for 2 touchdowns in the game. If I'm him, I'm thinking this.
And the rush will get to him at the 25.
All right, now, if you're the quarterback, you got to know in this game, you better be ready every snap. You better know where the pressure is coming from, because this defense is going to bring it from all over the place.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable third and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
He's got great speed. Found a little running room on that one. Picked up some nice blocks before he's run out of bounds. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. They put it in the end zone the last time they had it, and now an opportunity to really take control of this game.
You can feel the momentum shifting. And if they were able to take the football here, drive it down the field, and score again, David, they would have all of that momentum on their side.
And there's nothing about momentum that you can quantify. Like, I don't understand it, but once it gets going in one direction, a lot of times it's so hard to swing it back the other direction. The momentum is real, and they got it.
Stanford quickly to the line.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Young. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? Got some of the work done on first. Now let's see what they have on second down. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Got enough for the first down. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
I love the play called running the football here in the fourth quarter, because with the score what it is right now, everything is at your disposal on offense. You are not panicking. This isn't throw every single down, all of a sudden 2-minute air raid type stuff. You can run the ball. You can do all of your stuff, personnel, shifting, motioning. You just got to be very, very careful and absolutely cannot turn it over.
The Cardinal increasing the degree of difficulty after that last play. It's second and long. Wants to go up top. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there. So instead of throwing it away, getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
And this is going to be incomplete on third.
And after that incompletion at this juncture of the game, a field goal here would be nice on fourth down, obviously, but do you trust your defense to keep getting stops? If you don't, then you've got to go for it here on fourth and short.
Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Big man has it. It's a first down and more. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. So the opportunity with a touchdown here to take a fourth quarter lead. They'll use the running game on first and goal. And he'll get this one back to the line of scrimmage, but no farther than that. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. Picked up some of what they needed on first down. Now it's second and goal from the 5. Let's go. Makes the grab on the left. Touchdown, Stanford! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the fourth.
Yeah, and a nice job in the fourth quarter making plays, and a nice job being on the same page. QB, receiver. You can tell he broke with the football. He caught it in stride, gets into the end zone. Nice pitch and catch right there. Nice chemistry by the QB and wide receiver.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Wants to throw on first down. A deep throw as the clock winds down. Oh, and it's picked off. Threw it right into the teeth of double coverage. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
That might be the nail in the coffin, fellas. This offense, they're trying to get back in the game. You're having to be aggressive. You're now going to have to start taking chances. An errant throw ends up in the hands of the defense, and I think that's all she wrote.
Wants to go up top on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Young. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Let's see what they've got on second down. With jet sweep pass. He stopped at the 32-yard line. Pick up for 5 on the play, and it'll be a first down. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. They're down to the 32-yard line on 1st and 10. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. They'll go right back to it. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Stanford to the line on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Snagged out of the air. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. And it's right down the boulevard. That gives them now a 7-point lead here in the final period. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
A pair of top 15 teams throwing haymakers today. Let's show you the very latest. Texas A&M is darn near perfect offensively today. This is almost exactly the way they drew things up in practice this week. They're up by 15 over LSU. It's an outcome that, if it holds, will have SEC fans buzzing all week. Guys?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Going right to work up top. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game. Now facing 2nd and long after the defense came up with that sack. Got to get everybody lined up quickly. Time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Connection to the right. He'll be brought down at the 32-yard line. Good job by the defense to keep him away from that first down marker. It's 4th down. Desperate to convert, and he'll throw it. He's got it. 1st down and more. And he got enough for the 1st down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head. The offense going to try again on another play. They'll just spike it on this one.
Good enough for a 1st down. No gain on the play.
They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. Looking to pass, and they don't have a lot of time to work with. They'll pick up 5. It'll be 3rd and 5. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. Snap from the gun on 3rd down. Got room to work. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the 1st down, and he slides in safely. The Mustangs are in the hurry up, and the offense just chooses to spike the ball.
No gain on the play. 2nd down coming up.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Wants to throw and not much time to work with. Intercepted deep in his own end. Looking for more room. He's at the 40. Past the 20. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Cardinal. The defense takes matters into its own hands. A hostile environment can have a major impact on even the most composed, well-prepared team. So how much did the crowd play a factor in this upset?
Well, this is what makes college football so great, the home crowd and how they were able to impact this game. No doubt about it, David. They played a big factor.
And they're still jacked up, and they're still excited. They play a big factor, and it affects everything. College football, road atmospheres, they're tough. Even with